Trying to stop crying a bit because I was crying before. But itchy and sore. I'm trying my best to make sure there's no more tears in my eyes. Is it gonna load or what? Hello, Netflix. Awake. Took you a while. Ransom Canyon Season 2. Huh. 72 hours. Oh, yeah, the Kevin Hart movie. I'm just trying to see if I should watch a movie to help me not cry, or if I should just play Fortnite. 1917's back on Netflix. I love this movie. It's such a good movie. Obviously, Men in Black is still on here. Thursday Murder Club, because that's a Netflix movie. Of course, you have to put Aquaman in this. I prefer the first one, not the second. Black Rabbit, that's a good Jason Bateman series. Boots, sad we don't get a season 2. Mentalist, I don't even watch the rest of the show yet. After a serial killer murders his family, Patrick Jane gives up his life as a phony psychic and uses his powers of observation to aid law enforcement. That's a good show. Love season 1. I just need to get into season 2 and the rest of the seasons, because I've forgotten to watch the rest. Just Another Christmas. It's a Brazilian movie. Who's that? Who's Jenna? I don't know who that is. Stuck in a time loop where it's forever Christmas, a family man who hates the holidays starts to learn valuable lessons about who's important. Great Brazilian movie, although I always put it to English. Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Great movie. He's a ghost, supposed to be dead. 8 years ago, I put a bullet for his brain. Great, so we're being chased by the Terminator. What's this? Britain and the Blitz, for fans of history and wartime tales. Well, I'm a fan of history. September 1940. Germany begins a bombing of Britain which lasts 8 months. This immersive documentary tells the story of how the country responded. Oh, this is like Immortal Man, Peaky Blinders, when they showed what happened. Bad Neighbors, I haven't seen that in years. Looking for a raunchy college comedy of heart. When a fraternity moves in next door, a married couple navigates the chaos of non-stop parties and youthful antics, leading to a prank war. Although I prefer the second, though, to be honest. I prefer the second. Batman still on here. When a sadistic killer begins targeting powerful city officials, Bruce Wayne must solve a mystery that will shed light on Gotham's darkest secrets. Nancy Drew, what's that? 16-year-old Nancy Drew, life in her small town is pretty boring until she discovers mysterious events surrounding a local mansion. Thrash, craving an action-filled survival thriller. What's that about? Rising floodwaters trap residents, apex predators, a ferocious hurricane unleashes a shark the nightmare on a coastal town. So it's like a modern day version of Jaws in a way. No! No! Avatar Last Airbender is having the third final season. Oh man. Encino Man, two misfits find a long frozen primeval, I don't know how to say the word, man who once fought out, quickly becomes a wild card in the team's already zany Southern California lives. That's the movie I was talking about in one of my previous lives. Brendan Fraser plays as this guy who's part of the old times back then, like I forgot what time, the caveman times or something. And he's in ice, and when he gets thawed out, he wakes up in it's his movie. He wakes up in '90s Southern California, and Sean Astin, I forgot the other guy's name, try and show him and teach him what society is like now. It's a cool movie, but it's funny, cool, but also heartwarming. Cause they're trying to teach him the new what's the word? They're trying to teach him more about the world. Sorry, Unk. I'm not an Unk, pal. Hi, Brom. No one calls me Unk. I'm not an Unk. I don't like being called Unk. That's rude. I mean, anyone told me that's a joke of calling me that, I don't care. That's incredibly rude. You don't call that someone. You don't say Unk to someone. Because that means you're a jerk. You're a jerk. I could always stand up for myself. But I love how my friends or slash moderators or anyone really stands up for me. Oh, of course. We're having a downtime on here. Great. Downtime on here. Perfect. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a new season though, wouldn't it? It'd be like a updated part of the season. Hello, it's an updated part of the season on Fortnite, isn't it? Wait. No, not that guy. Joe, when were you last? You were on Fortnite a week ago. Good to know. Currently on Fortnite? I'm currently on Fortnite. Joe was playing like a week ago. Actually, is Joe on? Hold up, I want to see if Joe's on. Okay, surprisingly, his Wi-Fi isn't acting like shit, so let's hope it's good. Well, hello, Joe. I see your internet is sort of. How's the Wi-Fi? Huh? Oh, your Wi-Fi came today, that's good. I don't know, I just hopped on. I just home today. Oh, also, you might want to say hi to my stream because you're also on another live stream. Don't say what the fuck to me. And let me guess, you crashed the helicopter? Let me guess, you're playing a GTA mission? Would would that GTA would that GTA mission be the Cluckenbell heist? Is it the mansions? What mission are you playing then? Oh, you can collect cars as missions now. Hmm. Yeah, because you would always crash into the house and make the helicopter explode, or you would crash in the pool and still make us explode. Yeah, and after 0 lives, that means you're all fucked and you have to restart the whole bloody thing. You know, the funniest thing is not only we could deliver pizza in GTA, which I find so funny. Like, yeah, like what's next? Deliver KFC in GTA. Oh yeah, Up and Adam. You know, Up and Adam is basically like a parody to In and Out, which is a great burger place. They have great burgers and great fries there. Have you eaten at White Castle before? At White Castle, their burgers are so small. White Castle was in the movie Harold and Kumar. They had like 100 or 200 burgers, 30 fries, and a lot of drinks. Probably Simpsons or something. Well, every place around America has fast food. We have Waffle House, you know, where we sell not only breakfast food but waffles as well. Yeah, they're open 24/7, 24 hours every 7 days. So that means they need a lot of workers to clock in and clock out. Obviously, they get paid really good money and the service is really well as well. I mean, I think Waffle House would close down only if like something disaster were gonna happen. Yeah, like the end of the world or some shit. Yeah, I mean, if tsunami came, I think Waffle House would stay open, but if it's like a way big of a wave, then they would have no choice but to evacuate the place. It's like evacuating. It's like you would. It's like you would have to. It's like you would have to evacuate from a Dunkin' Donuts, Denny's during like a tsunami. Although normally you would have to evacuate from a McDonald's and a Burger King as well. Why am I naming every fast food place now? Yeah. Obviously, I'm talking about food places. I'm naming like different fast food places, and now I'm thinking about burgers and fries. Yes. Or maybe I'm hungry for fast food. Nothing wrong with that. So, I heard that last week you were on Fortnite and then you weren't on Fortnite at all. What happened, pal? Like, is Wi-Fi cutting out? Is the Wi-Fi cutting out when you were playing last week? Did you miss? Did you know that you missed, that you've been missing the World Cup? Hey, 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 you do not say you don't give a shit about the World Cup. We've been trying to win, pal. You promised me 4 years ago you would watch the World Cup, and now all of a sudden you changed your mind. Yeah, it's from soccer, but they call it, or I think we call it football. Okay, yeah, they call it football, we call it soccer, but you do not tell the British people that we call their football soccer, because we might offend them. You realize that. And what, to be honest, Joe? What do you have to be honest about? Yeah. You basically said to me that 4 or 5 years ago that you would watch the World Cup with me whenever it goes on. And now you're saying you don't give a shit about the World Cup. What happened to you, man? Yes, you could explain. What do you like? Hmm? Mm-hmm. Are you gonna get to the point or what? Are you gonna get to the point or what? Okay, I'm waiting. Hmm? Hold up. You went to watch your grandmother's the World Cup, and you're saying you didn't give much care about it. You, you, you son of a bitch! You promised me 4 or 5 years ago that you would like it. You promised me 4 or 5 years ago that you would watch the World Cup and you would like it. You lied to me. You lied to me. Yeah, but you didn't. But you don't like it. That don't make no sense. And anyone in the stream, if you can hear this, it's just our banter. Get used to it. Normally, you would hear us arguing like a couple of 3-year-olds at a picnic. Did that make sense, or did I use the wrong reference? Ow. What are you doing? What are you... What are you doing, Joe? What are you doing, Joe? Oh, geez, you burped. So how's the RV going on? Yes, I heard you burp. I heard you burp as well. So how's the RV going on? You miss being away from home? Do you miss being away from home? Hold up. So you're telling me this whole time you told me you moved into an RV away from home, but you're actually right across. Why haven't you traveled? Yeah, what? To the Grand Canyon? Colorado? Colorado? What were you trying to copy off? Smokey and the Bandit traveling like from Texarkana to, instead of Dallas, Texas to Colorado. Oh, so let me guess, you were visiting your grandmother in Colorado? And her sisters, which would also be your grandmothers? Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. I was gonna say, isn't your grandmother's sister also your grandmother? Aunt? Okay, now I'm starting to learn. Now I'm starting to learn more about your family tree. Okay, now it's more confusing than me trying to do a crossword puzzle. You know, if I ever have another dog, I'm gonna name one after you. Yeah, probably if it's a Rottweiler. Yeah, because that's a dog that you associate with. Why? Because you no, because no offense, right? You act like a Rottweiler sometimes. Do you wanna know how? Do you wanna know how? Do you wanna do? Yeah, whatever it's called. But do you wanna know how you act like it sometimes? Now, don't get mad at me, but sometimes you get mad like that dog. Well, for example, whenever I do something wrong in the smallest way, you always start yelling at the top of your lungs like you're about to have a stroke. That's what you always do. You always say, like, for example, one time I was in your car, and then you were trying to get the police away from me in a police car, and then you saw me where the sewers is in GTA, and you were like, "Where's my car?" And I said, and I looked behind, and it was half submerged in the water, and you said, "You drove my fucking car in the water," and I said, "No, a police car did. It ran me off the road," and you said, "No, no, 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 no." No. You sounded like you were gonna have a stroke. No, no. I didn't drive it in the water. The police car was. This is what I was trying to do, right? I was trying to drive away. Let me finish. Let me. No. Let me finish. Let me finish. I was trying to drive away from the police car, but it kept pushing me to the edge. And every time I kept trying to get out, it pushed me more. And then I fell off the bridge into the water. Well, I didn't know where to go. I was boxed in. Where was I meant to go? Up to heaven? Yeah. Can I, if you're gonna get mad at me, can I reveal one other thing? I did not know what button to press for the car to fly. You didn't tell me that before. All you said when the car was going, you said, oh, by the way, the car can fly. You didn't tell me which button to press. Actually, don't, don't, don't blame me. It's your fault. You're the one that didn't tell me which button to press. Because you told me, was I pressing the button for the car to fly? And when I said what button, you didn't even give me an answer. You just ignored the question. To be honest, and I'm not trying to be rude, you're the one that started the police chase. We were in the airport. We saw two cops walking up to us. You punched one of them in the face, and then you got the cops on me when I hopped in your car, and you were like, you know what? I'm gonna steal one of their cars, you take my car. And at the time, you never even told me the car could fly. Until you said when it was half submerged in the water, not even drivable, you said, did you know that car could fly? So yeah, you didn't think of telling me the car could fly. Oh my god, you know when you weren't talking? When you weren't talking? No, when you weren't talking, I thought, oh fuck, you might be fuming at me now. Oh crap. Oh, well done for that. You hit a what? Like a dumpster trash can or a trash can trash can? So a dumpster, not a trash can. Well, what did you hit it for? Well, here. Trying to do the poll. No, you didn't. Yeah, and by the time you saw the car half submerged into water, you said, "Why didn't you press the button?" And all you heard me say when we were getting chased by the cops because they were still after us, I said, "What fucking button?" And then you were like, "You know what, forget it. I'll talk about this with you later." And then you just randomly forgot. Did you hear that we've got a new Batman skin in Fortnite? And did you also hear that we're getting the Simpsons season back? Yep. We're gonna get what's that one's name in the Simpsons? Uh, we're gonna get yeah that one. Yeah that one. That one. Yeah, we're gonna get that one. Yeah, we're gonna get that guy. Yeah. 8. Yep, and we're gonna get Chief Wiggums. No, I named 3 because the B guy as well. The B guy, the speak Spanish. Uh, fourth, fourth is principal. The principal. Fifth is the vice principal. I forgot the rest. Yeah, and 6 we're gonna get and both, and 6 we're gonna, or 6 or 7 we're gonna get Mr. Burns and his assistant. So that's 8. Yeah. Yes. Burns. Miss. It's Smithers, bitch. Mr. fucking Smithers. Mr. Burns. Do you do you remember when we played the Simpsons season? And do you remember how like the intro like the Simpsons, and you were like, after I said the Simpsons you were like, I can fuck you up? It was like the Simpsons, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know, I remember a funny story about Fortnite. We're playing the Simpsons season, you got crushed by a donut. I find that funny because okay, but do you remember when we were playing Fortnite one time, the Simpsons season, and you got crushed by a donut? Cause, cause what happened, guys, in the stream, since I'm still alive, what happened was me and Joe, we were fighting against these people, and they died in front of us, and we're running and get the loot. And Joe ran, and when the donuts fell on top of him and crushed him, and he was like, "What the fuck crushed me?" And I was like, "A donut," and he was like, "There's donuts in this game?" Yeah, but falling donuts. Donut, as Homer Simpson would say, whenever he eats donuts. Do you think his favorite donuts? Do you think his favorite? Yeah, Peter Griffin Family Guy. Do you think he likes pink sprinkle donuts or any kind of donuts? I mean, he's still handsome in his own way, you know. Don't go all silent. Don't go all silent on me. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, no, no. I wasn't being weird about like Homer being handsome in his own way. What I mean was, it doesn't matter what he looks like. He's still handsome in his own way. Yeah, but you took like 20 seconds to answer. I was like, do not call me fucking weird. Are you gonna send the picture of semi-truck getting stuck or what? No, you didn't see anything. I feel like I'm waiting. Oh, hurry up and send the picture. Okay, now I feel like I'm waiting for. Okay, now I felt like I was waiting for an elevator to come to the building. What the? Guys, look at how he got a semi-truck stuck. How the hell do you make that happen? What, did you crash into the barrier or something? So you crashed and you're stuck, basically. Oh, you silly man. Do not tell me you got weirded out since I called you a silly man. Well, at least I haven't called you, like, a good boy in a while. I know, because last time I called you a good boy was back in 2022 as a joke for old time's sake, and you said this to me, B, you ever call me that one more fucking time, I'm yelling at you. And then I said, but what if you get in trouble by your mother? And you're like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna yell at you. So you wouldn't give a shit if you got in trouble by your mother? Yes. Well, what if she asked why you were yelling? What are you gonna tell her? Let me guess, you were gonna say, oh, this guy insulted me, so I'm gonna insult him back. Well, it wasn't really an insult, it was just more like a joke until I realized, like, oh yeah, that might have not made Joe laugh at that. I mean, the first two times you sort of laughed at it, but then when I kept repeating it, you were like, okay, this is not becoming funny anymore. Because the first two times you were like, oh, this is funny, but then the more I kept saying it, you were like, okay, please stop now. It feels like one of those like running gags in the movie. Like the first is funny, but then like the people like start getting annoyed about it and they're like, okay, please stop. And then at the end of the last movie, they repeat it for old time's sake and they're like, fuck sakes. Like they're like, oh, this was such a great finale to the movie, and then like they hear that old line for old time's sakes and they're like, never mind, I don't like this movie anymore. Would you ever go back to playing Fortnite? Well, you're missing a lot on Fortnite. We had an Ice Cube concert, dude, and you missed it. We had a Ice Cube concert last week, you missed it. Let me guess, you're mad because you missed the concert? Are you mad? Yeah, we had an Ice Cube concert last week and you missed it. Are you mad about that? And guess what? Ice Cube got to drop a F-bomb during the concert and Fortnite didn't even care. Not like, it was before he was gonna do It Was a Good Day in the Fortnite concert, and he said, everyone that's watching either on YouTube or playing, I just want to let you know, Fortnite told me to keep it PG, but I say, and this is the funniest part, he says, Fortnite told me to keep it PG, but I say, fuck that. and Fortnite was trying to tell him to keep it PG, and he was like, nah, fuck that. I just love how it was like, Fortnite told me to keep a PG, but I say fuck that. Fortnite probably been like, oh great. We told him not to swear, but he just did. And we're not gonna be able to stop him. Porcupine, you son of a bitch. Oh. Did you know that Power Rangers Fortnite? Did you know Power Rangers is on Fortnite, Joe? Did you know that South Park is on Fortnite? Do you want to know the free skins that we're getting in Fortnite next season? Joe? Oh, he muted his microphone. Oh, good. But the new skins that's coming next season to Fortnite is Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and Ronald McDonald. And also we might be getting Sonic and Mario next season as well in Fortnite. And I think that card game called Yu-Gi-Oh, if that's how you say it. And we might also get Yu-Gi-Oh, that game, Yu-Gi-Oh. You ever played it? It's like Dungeons and Dragons in a way. And a mix of Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. And apparently, I don't know if you've ever seen this, we're also getting some other Game of Thrones stuff in Fortnite. And we also might get more WWE. We might get Big Show and Brock Lesnar. Possibly Roman Reigns. Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. Maybe the next version of John Cena. Maybe The Undertaker, or the next version of him. Maybe the Grim Reaper. Maybe the Tooth Fairy. the thing I find so funny is that I'm trolling him. I don't know when any of those skins are coming to Fortnite. I used to always do that to Joe all the time. I used to always prank him. Like, last year it was Christmas, right? And I said, "Did you know that Santa Claus is coming to Fortnite?" And he was like, "What the hell is Santa Claus coming to Fortnite for?" And I said, "And the Easter Bunny." And he said, "It's not even Easter." And I said, "Oh, and did you know we're also getting the Grinch?" And he said, "Why would the Grinch come?" And then to Fortnite. And then he realized, "Oh yeah, Christmas." And I said, "Oh, and apparently we might also get." I forgot who I said. I think I said Shrek, and he said, "Shrek is not even Christmas." And I said Charlie Brown as well, and he said, "Who?" And I said, "Snoopy, the dog, the black and white dog that sort of looks like from 101 Dalmatians." And he said, "Ah, now I get who you mean, yeah." And then he said, "Any other ones?" And then I said as a joke, "Ebenezer Scrooge from Christmas Carol." And he said, "Scrooge from Christmas Carol will be in Fortnite. How's that gonna work? Will it be the young version of him or the old version?" And I said, "What do you mean the young and old?" And he said, "What do you mean, what do I mean?" And I said, "Do you realize there's multiple movies of him, right? The 90s one with the played by Michael Caine. The 2009 movie played by Jim Carrey." And then I said, like, probably there's other Scrooges that I don't know of. I think there was a movie that came out in like the 20s or the 30s of Christmas Carol. I don't know. And then he said, "Any other ones?" And I said, "Oogie Boogie." And he said, "Who's Oogie Boogie?" And I said, "Never seen Nightmare Before Christmas, Jackson. This is Halloween. This is Halloween." And he said, "Isn't it like a Halloween movie?" And I said, "It was like a sort of mix of Halloween and Christmas, but yeah." And he said, "Any other people?" And then I said as a joke, "Apparently we're gonna get an elephant in a suit." And he said, "How is that gonna be a skin for Christmas?" And I said, probably as a joke, like how we got a unicorn in Fortnite. And he said, "There was a unicorn in Fortnite?" And I said, "Yeah." Basically, he was cursed to be a unicorn, and the only way he got to still be a unicorn or something is he got to eat like rainbow cereal. And then he said, "Bro, what the fuck was Fortnite up to back then? They made Fortnite be dark." And I said, "No, the darkest thing was that Doctor Doom went back in time, killed the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and the X-Men, and also Galactus." And he said, "During the Marvel season." And I said, "Not Chapter 2, Season 4, like Chapter 5 or Chapter 6, Season something, that Marvel season." He said, "Oh yeah, that was dark, like pretty dark." And he said, "Any more?" And I said, um, "Apparently we might get Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse in Fortnite." And he said, "Donald Duck, aka a duck." And I said, "Yep." And he said, "And Mickey Mouse, a mouse. That's with Minnie Mouse. That's friends with Goofy and Pluto. Yep. And Daisy Duck. Yes. What the hell are they thinking of? I don't know. And I don't care." Hold up, someone came to the house, one sec. Someone came over, I don't know who though. I didn't be able to see their face. Might have to mute microphone. Not you, Joe, I'm talking to myself. Because I think someone came over. But I don't know who. Either one of my older brother's friend, or one of my family members. Either way, I hope one of them doesn't just barge into my room, because I have a rule. Knock on my door, you'll be let in. Just don't barge in, because it scares the shit out of me. Oh, I can hear the washing machine on. Sounds like one of those little windmills. Nice. Ring around the rosy pocket full of posies. I'm a fucking drove me crazy. Ring around the rosy pocket full of posies. I'm a fucking dee dee dee. You know your microphone is still muted, Joe. Unless you're still eating dinner. Your din din. Non savas. Non savas. Don't move. Live long and prosper. Star Trek, not Star Wars. Joe Noyb. View profile. How many games does Joe have? Jesus. 124 games, 87 friends, 114 following, 97 followers. Jesus. Put me. What? There's a Terminator game. Terminator Resistance Enhanced. Squirrel with a gun. What? Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. Lord of the Rings. Hell Let Loose. Battlefield 6. Predator Hunting Grounds. Fallout 4. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. These are like old classic games. World of Warships. Oh, you have a game called Drug Farmer Simulator? What the fuck? Yeah, it's to see what kind of games you have, and you have one called Drug Farmer Simulator. What the fuck? Are you Walter White from Breaking Bad now? And let me guess, you don't like it? What didn't you like about it? Was it like too trippy, too confusing, too weird? What? Was it like trying to teach you what to do, but you didn't understand anything about it? So like basically like it was saying like you gotta grow this, grow that, and you're like, you know what, this is. You were like probably thinking in your head, oh, this seems like a great game, but then at the end you're like, now I regret buying this game. Was it like a buying game or was it like a free game? And let me guess, you regret buying it? Was it the kind of game where like Was it like the kind of game where it was sort of like Breaking Bad, where you had to make all that stuff? Yeah. I think it was. I think it's better if you have your weed business in GTA instead of actually being on a different. Too confusing and trippy and weird, but while GTA, it's very easy. Well, what did you buy in the game? The products. You bought the products. So you bought it, but you didn't. But you didn't get to sell it. Weird and fucked up. So hold up. So hold up. Let me see. You couldn't eat or smoke it, but you could only buy it and sell it. Was that the part that got you pissed off the most? What do you mean, a small space? So it gave you a store, but it was small. What was your reaction to that when it gave you a small store? But then let me guess, when also you were thinking in your head when it gave you the smaller store, you were probably thinking, "What the fuck is this?" Is it because of all the like it kept giving you quest after quest? Oh, but it was like the tutorial was way too confusing. And then you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with GTA from now on. Um, I think it was hold up, let me just go to my chair and sit down because my beard is hurting my back. Alright. Games. And then you said you had another simulator, correct? When when I went down, right? When I went down to like where you had Need for Speed and High on Life, I saw one and it says Weed Shop. You know why I'm laughing? Cause they call like the games the most funniest shits, and you wanna know one thing I find funny? They had a game called Goat Simulator. Yeah, the grocery one. And there's there's like plane simulator. I mean flight simulator, police simulator. Otherwise, oh, there's one called. Do you mean this one? TCG Card Market Simulator. Do you mean that one? Okay, let me find an Avatar. And then there was a game of Avatar. World War Z. I love World War Z. Okay, there's a war. Starship Troopers. I can't believe how 1 minute I said you gotta get into Call of Duty and you said you're not interested in it, and you've got half of the Call of Duties on here. You're like a game collector now. Doom, Dark Ages, Doom, Funko Fusion. Oh, like Funko Pops. I love Funko Pops. God of War, Star Wars, Last of Us 2, Indiana Jones, War Robots. Do you mean this one? Supermarket Simulator Manager? Is it because like it was too weird or annoying? Oh my god, do you remember this game, Fall Guys? Remember we played that and you deleted it the day afterwards? Fall Guys, you remember when you play as like those jelly bubble thingies and then we have to go across all the obstacles, or we play as these jelly things, these like bubble things, and like we have to run across the obstacles. You remember you deleted it one time? You deleted the game because I'm trying to remember the reason why. I think it's because you kept losing every game. And I said, do you still have the game? And like a day later, you're like, oh, I deleted the game. And I said, why's that? And you said, oh, because I kept dying a lot. And I said, well, it's the point. You're meant to like try and outlive everyone. And then you said, this game's way too confusing. Why isn't there any guns in it? And I said, you know it's a kid's game, right? And you said, you got me playing a kid's game. What's wrong with playing kids' games? Huh? What's wrong with that, Joe? Answer that question. So what, you don't like playing that game? And what's the reason? Holy shit. Holy shit. This woman, this woman I was friends with that I introduced you to before, her name was Mo. You remember Mo? We played with a few times. She was she was like that person. She was that person that was like a grandmother. She she yeah, that one. Yeah, no, it's a different one, but anyways, um so like she apparently I was good friends with her, and apparently her husband or ex-husband sent me this because this is her real name. Sorry, a man no longer lives here. Me and her getting a divorce. She moved out. She doesn't have PlayStation 4. And before you ask like what's the point of that, it basically her and her ex-husband, before they had a divorce, they have kids. And I asked her when you got off. I asked her a question, but I wasn't rude. But I said like, but she knew I wasn't trying to be rude. I said, "What happens if you and your like husband broke up?" She said that basically it would cause a friction between their kids and the family. And I said like family, and she said no, like my whole family, like her whole family. And I said, well, what do you mean a friction? And all she said to me was all she said was basically like most of the family would go to her side, but most of the others would go to his side because they think that they had a fight about something stupid. That's why. Yeah, and I said, so even if they'd have a divorce, would you guys go back together? And she said, not really. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, I don't know if I've told you this, but I found out that oh my god, She told me that apparently she thinks that her ex-husband was cheating. And to be honest, now like I'm like telling you this, you're probably thinking, fucking hell, we haven't seen a woman since 2024. Now you're telling me this shit? To be honest, she was great playing like with Fortnite with us, but she was a bit rude to you at sometimes. Cause I cause we were playing GTA and we were trying to teach her how to play, I think, the Doomsday mission, and apparently you got mad at her because she got your character killed, and she told you, she said like, I know you're in your 20s, but boy, I'm older than you, and if grandmother, I would have whipped your ass, and you said then that would be an assault. Remember? I like told you what happened. I'm like, now you remember? You're like, no. But it would be considered assault, right? If she was your grandmother and she did hit you, and even though you're in your 20s, doesn't matter if you're part of the family. It would still consider be assault, correct? I mean, it'd be different if like you're a kid, because it means it being like bad and naughty, if you get what I mean. But in a but like if it's an adult, nah, that's too fucked. I mean, some people may say like, I don't understand how that's different. Well, maybe better education and you'll understand how. Did you ever miss playing Fortnite? Isn't it funny how mostly we've just been playing horror on Fortnite? We don't really play anything else. Don't you find that funny at all? I said like I said, don't you find it funny how we're mostly just playing horror and we're not playing anything else? Are you hopping on Fortnite or are you just trying to finish something first? Oh, like the wheels and stuff. Let me guess, the spoiler, how fast the car has to be. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's a start. Oh. Did you hear me whinny like a horse? I was like, what do you mean, it's yours? like random off the street, and then you customize it and put it in your garage, and then it's automatically yours. Yeah, what about it? Well, then why not? It's it saves you, like, you know why I think it's better of like getting a car off the streets and then customizing it and putting it in your garage? Ask why. Come on, ask why. Because that's you wasting money on other cars that's coming to the game. You know? Yeah, and then wait, when you sell cars, can you still get money? Yeah. Obviously for your character, not real life. Well, in real life, when you sell cars, they also, well, also in real life, you can also get money, but in real life, I don't know how much you get if you sell your car. And it depends on like if it's an antique or something. Don't forget that. Because if it's in bad condition, like I'm pretty sure you'll still get money, but it'll probably just be less. Oh yeah, into dealerships. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Yes, I love lowriders. They put it in like gangster movies and shit. Gangster Paradise is a song, not a movie, you twit. Although, although think about it, the song is sort of like a movie in a way. So, yeah, I guess I gotta give you that as a point. Okay, try and guess what level I am on Fortnite. High, because you know how much this game, which is a lot. Almost. No, like, no, I mean, like, my level is, like, almost 400. Yeah, so basically my answer to you, it's like, which is the final answer, it's like, it's not really 400, but it's, like, almost getting there. Do you remember the last time you and me played together? I was like, the season was about to end and like I was already level 300. You're like, how the fuck did you get up there? It's so high. And I was like, I just played the game more than you. And you're like, the fuck? You remember that? Okay, just that. And I said, remember I played the game more than you? And you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. You play it like it's your religion. No, I play Fortnite like I'm in a race. Well, yeah, not wrong. I also sort of play Fortnite like I'm in a religion. What, so like part of religion is like a video game for like hours on end? How do I treat it like that? How many? I love how you like. How many times? How many times we blew up? You sound like Eminem when he's trying not to like when he's trying not to. So when you mean like how many times have we played together? Like a lot. We used to play it before you moved into the RV. You're an RV, correct? Just double checking. Before you before you moved into an RV, we used to play Fortnite. And since this is when you were working, so you're still working, correct? Just double checking. We used to play before you moved out. We used to play before you moved out. It was every day, every night, for like a lot of hours of like every day, and we wouldn't get off until we finished playing at least one horror game. And you also enjoyed it. So I would say that we started playing Fortnite for, I would say best answer would be 24 hours. We played that much of Fortnite? 24 hours? Yeah, 20, 30 hours. Do you miss doing that? Yeah. Because we had a lot of fun times. You're like, sort of. Because mostly on the days you would have to get up ready for work, and then you would tell me that like, well, you didn't tell me you got fired, but you said like you felt like you were gonna get fired, and I said how, and you said, do you remember last night we played until until it was almost the crack of dawn, and I said yeah, and when I said why, you were like, my answer is, cause I kept falling asleep at work. So that was basically my fault then. Well, you're the one that didn't want to get off. You said, can we play more horror games? And I said, sure. You didn't tell me they had work in the morning. If you told me you had work in the morning, I would have said, alright, let's quickly finish playing this horror game and then you can get on to bed. You said, come on, let's play more horror games. Are you alright? Like uploading a video or something. Getting on Fortnite. Ah. What the fuck was that? Bruh, you're sus for doing that. Yeah, but it sounded something other. Oh god, I'm not gonna repeat that. Christ. No, it sounded something different. Fuck, I'm not gonna repeat it. Fucking hell. That sounded gross. I feel like I was hearing. I feel like I was listening to 50 Shades of Grey, like in real life. Jesus Christ. Fuck. You're hopping on Fortnite? I feel like soon you're gonna tell me to look at your profile. Oh, it says you're on PS5. It says you're on PS5. You son of a bitch, you're finally hopping on. You've been... So you've been waiting to get on Fortnite for like a couple months. Or so. Well, did you miss me? Come on. Oh, you don't know that you missed me? Oh, well, fuck you then. I was gonna give you a fruit basket. I'll send it to my Nate. Yes, I'm gonna give you the fucking fruit basket through the screen. Okay. Well, put your hands up to your screen. I'll put my hands under the screen while carrying the fruit basket and I'll give it to you. And it'll go through like it's the TARDIS from Doctor Who. I love how you're like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, how do you know how that works? Don't call me a motherfucker. Alright, ready up, look where we're working at. You mean at the item shop, that kind of shit? Yep, and there's also a new version of that Ice Spice Girl. Which you don't like at all. Which I can understand why. Yeah, so like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn and Catwoman, apparently Fortnite doesn't care that it shows off, you know what? They don't even care about that. They're trying to like make game be like rated R now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Jellyfish, ice cream cones. And the jellyfish net, yep. To catch the jellyfish. So SpongeBob and Patrick included? Or just go SpongeBob and Patrick, not the Ice Spice Girl that you don't like? Are you gonna ready up or what? Fucking hell, it's like I'm waiting for Doctor Who to come back. You know, you have a lot of skins on your Xbox, but you also have a lot on the PlayStation. Yeah, you've got a lot of skins on the Xbox and a lot of skins on PlayStation. The wolf. I mean the dog. Fuck. Ah, the one in the past. Oh yeah. Okay, you gonna ready up now or what? Come on, let's go, Kimasabi. You wanna get you wanna get John Wick and his dog? Okay, so you're trying to be like Evil Knievel or some shit. It's a reference. And look where we're working at. We're working at Waffle House. The house, the house where it makes waffles. Blue and the yellow. Well, hold up. I haven't. Well, hold up. I haven't loaded in yet. Just wait until I get in the game, will ya? Okay, dude, this is the most funniest game. Okay, you ready? Just watch. It's the funniest horror game. Shh, just pay attention.
Wow, you okay? B, calm down. What are you saying? B. Alright, dude, what the flip? B, behind you! What are you talking about? Oh,
Oh! This seems like a movie introduction. Huh? Who is that? And here we are, working at Waffle House. We have to find the door, even though there's a black screen here. Go to the back door. You loaded in. You'll see a back door. Just go around to where I'm at. You'll see a back door with an open door. Oh, hold up. I have to answer the phone. Who's there?
what's good, Goober?
It's Queso.
I wanted to check on you on your first day at the job. I'm your boss now. You'll have to serve waffles and eggs to the late-night customers. Grab the ingredients from the fridge and cook them in the kitchen. That's simple. Good luck, Buster. You're going to...
Wait, so we only sell eggs and waffles? Really? Oh, what now?
Oh, I almost forgot. Clean the restroom before opening the restaurant, you goobers!
Oh, the restaurant. He called you a goober. Over here, the rag. Now let's go inside the bathroom. Holy shit, it looks like a mess in here. Waffles are made of cardboard, and I don't know what the other ones are saying. You don't need to shut. Keep it open so I know where we've been. Wait, someone's in the. Wait, come here, someone's in here. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, Lord! Those were some good old waffles! Excuse me, didn't notice you. Now, if you may excuse me...
Oh, look how he's walking. quick, follow him to the back door, quick. We need to follow him to the back door. Follow him to the back door, quick. Where's he going? Oi, where are you going? Damn it. Hold up, we're gonna have to, do you mind if I quickly invite, one of my cousins? Hold up, I'm gonna have to invite him to, oh shit, I'm gonna have to invite him to station. Try and get the eggs and the waffles, it's in the fridge. You'll see it with an E and with a W. You'll see them. You'll see them. It's in the fridge. Oh wait, there's a customer. Wait, come back. There's a customer. Hello, sir. What would you like? Oh, it's a police officer.
You're a new night shift employee, aren't you? To be honest, I'm surprised someone took this job. Don't get to know why. Anyway, let me get an egg and a waffle, please.
There's my cousin. Holy shit, your voice, I don't recognize you. What are you doing on Placing, buddy? Oh, finally, how? So it's not broken anymore? Oh, by the way, this is my best friend Joe. Joe, this is my cousin. Any of you two gonna say hello to each other or what? That's my cousin Z, and Z, that's my best friend Joe.
See you around.
What? Oh yeah, alright. When did you hop?
A new face around here, huh?
When did you hop on?
Whatever.
Save.
Get me some waffles, please.
What your brother's doing? Yeah, I know about I know about Corbin, but what about Corbin? What's he doing?